Good morning. Dun dun dun. It is a new location. Aren't these plants in the back so cute? I'm in my sister's room. We are in Houston, Texas, putting some cream on my head. And this morning, today is interview day for the PhD that I applied for. I can't really see too well. I think I'm gonna put this on a tripod. Give me a second. Okay, yeah. I have my interview for the PhD that I applied for, and I'm nervous, excited, everything in between, all of the above. I have a meeting for work at 9. I prepped last night. I'm gonna run through, and I made like practice questions and wrote down responses, so I'm gonna go through that again today. This is my silk press, which isn't as silky as it once was. Like this front part right here is really poofy because I was out partying in Houston this weekend. I just had a feeling the humidity in Houston was going to play with my hair. So I wore like a U-part wig where I had some of my hair out, but then the rest of my silk press like underneath the wig. Now I'm like, okay, I need to kind of correct this front piece so that it's not as poofy, because it definitely, like the humidity in Houston messed up my hair a bit. Like, yeah, you can see how poofy that is. That is not as silky as the rest of the battalion, but it is what it is. How do I feel? How do I feel? How do I feel? I feel kind of anxious. I feel kind of nervous. I have this like feeling in my gut, like I'm scared. I don't know, like something feels off, and I've felt this way before, and I'm like, is this in regards to London? Is this in regards to something else? One thing I've learned, ladies, whatever that feeling is, the pit of your stomach is trying to tell you something, and you need to pay attention, because I don't know what is going on in the background. I mean, I know that in the background God is like working things out in my favor, like literally shifting situations and talking and whispering in people's ears to make things come together. I know that. I don't know. And that middle part isn't in the middle. Okay, that's a bit better. I might have to flat iron this hair, but I don't want to keep on putting heat on my hair. Yeah, this looks poofy and crazy. All I can say is today is interview today. We are going to pitch ourselves for this opportunity, and whatever's meant to work out is gonna work out. I think part of me is also sad because like yesterday I went out, or recently like met a guy and we spent some time together, and I think I'm starting to like him. Oh gosh, I hate that. Genuinely hate that. Why do I hate that? Because I feel like when I like someone, I just start losing control of myself, and I don't like that. I really don't like that. It makes me feel vulnerable. It makes me feel nervous. It makes me feel, oh, I can get hurt here, right? Ciao. Let's get ready for this interview. I'm gonna put on a little bit of concealer and then kill it. Gotta get ready for work too. Okay, bye. Doesn't my sister's room look so cool? It's kind of crazy, like a guitar, plants, very chic. We're here, we're back. Again, we were here before. Remember like a video I posted earlier about interview number 1? Well, we made it to interview number 2. I'm terrified, but I've got this. We've got this. We have got this. We can do this. My interview starts in 10 minutes. I'm gonna run through my questions one more time, answer them out loud. I wish someone could hold my hand right now. I need someone to hold my hand right now. I need someone to hold my hand. It's okay. I have my tea. We have some green tea. We have some Texas honey. We have some Texas sugar. And wish me good luck. Y'all, it's just giving shambolic. Look at it. It's giving shambolic. I just got off from work. Now I'm going to pick up the kids. The way I'm saying it, I secretly enjoy this stuff. Oh, there she became Uzama. Okay, I'll tell you, I'll catch you up later. Let me film them. Over here. I look so crazy. Hello. Yes, it's me.
Because you got on the hat and you got the phone out. Hi, Amarachi.
Hi, Uzama. How are you?
I'm good.
Hey, Chibs. This bag is here though, so I don't know
How I'm gonna make it.
how we're gonna make it.
So.
Okay, we got the
How
whole
we
crew
doing,
here.
vlog?
I'm even. Chibika, look at the state of my glasses.
Yikes. That's the best way to say
There's
that.
nothing else to say. But the thing is, it's like I wanted to go to this gyro place, and then I'll bet you didn't want to drive far.
Yeah.
Then she was saying American Deli. She was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's gonna be too crowded. It's gonna be too
it will be
noisy.
too crowded in there. It will.
And then I was like, at this point, just tell me where we're gonna go. So she's saying we should go to the den. Or should we go to the gyro place?
I mean, OG said she don't want to go there. Let's
Okay.
just make things shake with the situation we're in.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's something about this girl, man, from around my way. Ever try to hold back your feelings, but it just wouldn't say. But when I finally found the words to say, I wanted to run away, simply run away. Can't try to run and hide, make a difference. Can't lie to yourself.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. I am in a new location. I'm at my aunt's house. Today is Tuesday, November 19th. It has been a very all over the place the last few days. Flew into Houston on Saturday, went to an Afrotech party on Saturday, flew in from Houston from Dallas on Saturday, went to an Afrotech party. Sunday was its own kind of unexpected turn of events, but I mainly stayed inside and kept it chill. Sunday I actually prepped for the interview that I have for my PhD. I had a second interview. Monday I had that interview. I'm all over the place. So I prepared. Okay. It's Tuesday at 4:46 p.m. We've finished the workday. Right now I'm working on YouTube and content stuff right now to make sure I can get my vlogs out on time. I'm behind, like really behind on content. Like I haven't posted about the fact that I almost went to New York and the Nashville trip and the Nigerian wedding and the interview coming up. Like I have a backlog of content, and it's in part because of me, not in part, it's fully because of me. Just have had a hard time keeping up with content recently. Traveled a lot, clearly, like I mentioned, New York, Nashville. Now I'm in Houston. In 2 days, I'm going to Puerto Rico with my friend. You would think like, Amarachi, how do you do this? When do you sleep? How do you have time, money, all this stuff? And it's just like, we're living on the edge of glory. We're living on the edge of glory. To say that I'm not concerned about finances would not be accurate in this season. And I want to be careful about like how I use my tongue to speak about where I'm at, right? I think we are constantly abundant, but like, am I abundant in a state of lack right now? But I think, right, when I read about all the decisions being made by the incoming president, I am concerned for the future. I am genuinely very concerned for the future. I'm concerned about the all rights for a lot of groups being reversed. I'm concerned about the type of behaviors that, like, you know, or how he's emboldening people to really just have a lot more like prejudice, sexist, racist type of, you know, feel validated in those feelings. And I constantly run into like a bunch of, I won't call them think pieces, because I think think pieces can be a bit like not derogatory, but it's almost like trying to discredit it. But there have been a lot of critical analysis about what the political times we're in right now and what we're seeing across fashion and music, marketing, e-commerce, like, you know, what's really going on underneath the scenes. And so these are concerning times. I open the news and sometimes I'm scared. Sometimes I'm scared, and I try to remind myself, like, Amarachi, you have to have faith and trust that the higher power that is the actual truth and reality of your existence is always working in your favor. And so you can't put your faith and your sense of safety like in the physical. And that sounds like a very privileged, you know, take in the midst of this comfy home, and I'm employed, and I'm, you know, and I'm healthy, and I'm doing well, and I'm not, you know, not in a place of conflict, right? Or my physical state of being is okay for the most part. But it's just, these are intense times. Anyway, but I'm working on editing videos. I had work today. Work has been okay. It's just been a really stressful past few days. Lots of just like last minute requests, and they never stop. Just kind of, it can be really overstimulating. But next week is Thanksgiving, and so I'm gonna take some days off. Looking forward to just hopefully slowing down and getting some rest, taking care of myself. And yeah, that's, I guess, where we're at right now. What's ahead? Just trying to balance work, trying to get things done, trying to show up. I feel like a lot of things are gonna change. How do I feel after my interview? Post-interview thoughts. I didn't even do that. Post-interview thoughts. I feel like I did well. I would give myself probably like a 7 out of 10 if I had to rate myself. I don't think it was a phenomenal interview. I tend to say and stammer more than I would like when I go back and watch how I talk. So I think that can kind of retract from the quality or the strength of your speech. I would also say, notice I'm trying to watch how I say uhs now, but I would also say that there were questions that I weren't anticipating. Like a question they asked me, you know, along the lines of who are practitioners or researchers in the field whose, you know, research approach to this topic, you know, you could be influenced by, or you find influential, or you want to apply. And I'm thinking, damn, I got a quote because by name. And I have been reading research studies That's not something that I'm strong at, which is actually like being able to name the person who I'm referencing, which I would say when I think back at my last experience in the UK, one thing that I noticed and admired in a lot of people is that when they spoke about subjects, they reference people by first and last name. Like it's not this, you know that guy from Oklahoma, or you know that senator from this place, or you know, like the British who are on it, they have like that bibliography in the back of their mind. Anyway, the person I did end up referencing was Felix Simon. He was a postgraduate researcher at Oxford, and he's done some pretty notable work, at least that's been like referenced throughout the journalism, you know, data computation, AI community. He did a cross-comparative study looking at how AI was being used in newsrooms in the UK, Germany, and the US. So that's someone who, like, you know, comes to mind because a lot of research that's been done so far has taken a very like cast a wide net. You know, you create a survey, ask people to respond, and then they do a thematic analysis to identify trends that speak to what is going, I guess, the broader trends that are going on in the industry. So maybe that answer is, you know, better than I give myself credit for. But in the moment, I was like, what the hell? I have to remember someone's name, which I guess I did. So maybe I can do this. I don't know. There's another person who I was thinking of, but I couldn't remember his name on the spot, and I've read his stuff. I can't even pronounce it. It's like Nicholas. Nicholas. I feel like that name must be Greek or something. But he did I think he spearheaded, or at least was maybe the lead on a report on generative AI that was released by Associated Press earlier this year. This is turning into a very long rant. Post-interview feelings, I knew before I even got into that interview that I was going to get offered the position. And I still feel that same way. I think that my performance during the interview could have been better, but in part, I am also can be critical of myself. I think that the interviewer seemed fairly impressed with my responses. One thing I tried to really craft and focus on was just honing in, like, why do I want a PhD? And I really emphasized more of the fact that this is more of a passion project than a professional project. Like, regardless of if I get into this PhD or not, I am still going to continue to try my best to be actively involved in becoming a thought leader when it comes to how are newsrooms looking at, or how are we using it in journalism, communication, and content creation, in media and communications. How are we using AI, right? What is the impact it's having? What are the different cross sections we can analyze? And I even spoke to what a potential like offbeat or offshoot project I would look at. And she seemed interested in what I had to say. So I'm a pretty easy person to talk to for the most part. I think I do well in being able to just communicate with people, but you never know. You never know. She said that over, 100 people applied for this role, but I made the long list and now I've made the short list. And I don't want to be on any more lists. Just give me the job. And if not, I trust that, whatever is meant for me is meant for me, and what isn't, and you move on. And there are tons of other opportunities. Like, even now on all my tabs open, there's cool research opportunities in Barcelona that I saw, looking at like a more like family demographic study, which you're thinking, like, what does that have to do with journalism? My bachelor's degree, I have 2 bachelor's degrees. One was actually like in health and society, which is kind of a liberal arts version of public health. So your girl is a very multifaceted, educated cutie patootie. And that's looking at actually how health communication messages, what's the actual research project? That one in Barcelona, which who wouldn't love to live in Barcelona? Like, come on, because we are sisters, we stick together. Postdoctoral researcher in adolescent well-being, social inequalities, and digital media. Isn't that so cool? Right? Which, when we think about adolescent well-being and social media or digital media, really, my mind immediately goes to how is TikTok impacting adolescents, which does overlap with journalism and media, but you're bringing in a little bit more of how do we define, how is this impacting their physical well-being and their mental. Anyway, we're here in Houston. Yesterday, I took my siblings out to eat. I jokingly think I love like cosplaying mom, as much as like being the older sister can be stressful and kind of a traumatizing form of upbringing. And even as I've been here at my aunt's house, it's kind of one of those things where like I can see how when you are the firstborn daughter, you don't really get to be a kid because you're supposed to parent everyone and baby everyone and make sure your siblings' lunches are packed, and why doesn't your brother have his shoe on, and why don't you have this together? And I'm thinking in my mind, sis is 9. Like, she's literally a kid. Let us be kids. But girl, when you're the first girl, that means you were built to be a warrior. Sorry, you are a strongest soldier. Hair is still looking cute. The top part is a little bit you know, poofier than I'd like. It doesn't have the same shape as before, but I still think it looks really, you know, good things are coming in. I feel like I've been seeing so many videos on my For You page just kind of talking about like an opportunity is coming towards you. And also they talk about just kind of like, I think one thing I haven't been as good about recently is like, I don't really talk about dating as much. I know I made that video about in Dallas and people kind of like harassing me essentially, but I don't really talk about dating as much. And I think because my last experience in London, I did not have a good experience with dating. Like being 110% honest, it kind of just turned me off of men. It's so interesting. On TikTok, I've seen so many videos about women talking about like that post-breakup glow up. I can attest to it. Like once you start shifting your energy towards yourself and addressing any type of like self-confidence issues that kind of led to you even being in a trash situation to begin with, it's like, oh, I'm bossing up. I feel like a much just more confident, mature version of myself. And I think part of that has been because I've just been focusing on myself. I've just been trying to avoid anything that has to do with being stressed out about men. Like, girl, we got things to do. We got things to do. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. It's almost 5 p.m. I should probably leave the house. I should probably go on a walk. I haven't really eaten food today. Actually, no, I made myself egg and a bagel, and I had a cutie, and then I had like 2 bags of Doritos and some crackers. So I know tonight, the kids, my aunt went to pick up the kids from school, and I know when they come, they're gonna like run and jump on top of me, and it's gonna be like, oh my gosh, Amarachi, I wanna show you what I did at school. And I'm gonna be like, shoot me. Maybe we'll play a card game tonight. That would be cute. Okay, I'm rambling. Gotta go. My hair looks absolutely crazy.
I should brush it. I want to brush your hair.
You want to brush my hair?
Yes.
I want to keep my hair, so maybe.
I want to brush your hair.
Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm gonna put this. So how I clip it, right? Basically, I take this, okay, you press it like this, and then normally I like to put it in a ponytail, and then I twist it, and I take the twist and I put it against my scalp, and then I put the clip on like that. What's your last question?
Will you come for my birthday?
Will I come for when's your birthday? It's
May 18th.
May 18th. And your birthday is April 10th? Okay. Will I come for your birthday? We will see.
We have that bow.
Oh, that's cute. I don't know if I want to put that in my hair because I'm worried that it'll get tangled.
Yeah, this gets tangled in braids a lot.
Yeah.
It's hard to.
It's very pretty though. You can put it like right here and imagine what it would look like.
You could be your bridesmaid with it.